Not yet. Let's play a game. Look at where we are. Make me, bitch. I did ask it a question. Let's play a game. Yeah, to set up the string. Want me to leave?
Revelio.
What the bitch wanted? The butts.
Repulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
What do I do with these chests? I haven't been showing you.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor.
Trip too hard, you gonna fucking wander around. Be away. How about that one? My dog is right behind me now on the floor. She didn't make it, I know. Alright. Appreciate those bangers. It ain't just me. I know. There's a reason they be calling me the Rizzler. Eek. Okay, that doesn't show up. By the way, if you guys send those little emoji things in chat, they don't actually show up apparently. Just checked. They show up on YouTube's chat, but not on the streamer's chat. No way.
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around his...
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested.
Oh,
I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then
Sure.
I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snuggery.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was
like,
first
nah, that sounds
introduced
like a
to
joke.
Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
I know that
Since
one
it
from Harry
makes the
Potter.
drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxes.
No, the
Deathly
answer was the
Hallows.
Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When
No,
a
say that one,
chaser
I was like,
throws
nah, the
Quaffle
Bludger sounds like a
through one
big
of
name.
3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well,
Race?
I suppose this has gone on long enough.
No.
I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you.
I got
And
it
I
one,
won't
bro.
be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian Ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Shit, I should know this.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is
This
believed
bitch.
that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide behind
That's
has
my
the
mama
power of
nod.
invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Yo, Mom.
The basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
I know there is one in that book.
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The
I
American
knew there was
school
one in
was founded
Mount
in the
Rainforest,
17th
but I don't know which
century
one.
by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Hell nah.
I don't
Hell
have time
nah.
for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Well, are you ready to test your expertise with my most difficult...
I don't have... Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Get down there, bro. Who's that? No, bro. You a nod. You a nod. Nod.
Revelio.
Please sell my stuff.
You've made yourself a bit too. I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her soft answers into an owl to stop students from cheating. Taking owls of 15 million if you ask me.
beautiful.
Put my finger out, ready? And then there's this. Like, sinks in.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration,
Oh.
as you may be weary of hearing
Transfiguration.
me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything
Would you get
can be
bullied by these
transformed
teachers for
if you can
dressing
just
the way
perceive
I'm dressing?
potential
Like,
within it. As I
everyone's
see
dressing
in
their
all
formal
of
thing.
you,
I'm just wearing my pajamas.
tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Hey, Sebastian. What's up, King? Bro, go live your life. Go live your life. I like your pajamas. It's crazy.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your...
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand lore, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Gross.
Why should be mad I use that?
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Never gonna use it, but yeah, that's pretty good.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Revelio.
I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Who's probably trying to gook
I
in?
remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Okay. Well, I gotta go AFK to get my dinner. Not anywhere. Not that I'm going anywhere. My dinner's. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'll teleport to him. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back. Down, Nippo. I want your wet. Down, off the bed. Nippo, don't just sit there. Off the bed. Oh, baby, you're dry. You can hop up on the bed. Yeah. I'm gonna be you.
My sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
Hey, son.
Thank you for passing through.
Hey, bitch, I want to sell something.
Thank you for passing through.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this marvelous book.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that had struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Depulso! I've been Expelliarmus since before you were born.
Expelliarmus!
This again is rather unwise going back this way.
Depulso!
Sendo! There you are.
Expelliarmus!
You can't stop us.
Confringo!
Was that just it?
Depulso!
You won't get away with that.
Crucio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You won't get away with it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Revelio!
Gosh. Go this way.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
There. Is that it?
Back to the pit. You won't get away with that.
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso!
I won't.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Protego! Revelio!
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Hey.
Revelio!
Quick progress.
Ooh. Ew, spider.
For better or for worse, we're in. Protego! Expelliarmus! Crucio! Confringo! This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Revelio.
Dummy game.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
There you are. You are terribly outmatched.
Expelliarmus!
See that?
Crucio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I will make it.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
They want me to get
That
that.
ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Confringo. Depulso.
Deserve that.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Confringo! Hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Oh. Alright.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Confringo. Accio. Confringo.
That brig better go.
Reparo.
Pray for better days and 300 hoes till my day end. You remember last night because I blacked out with an hour just right down. Yo!
I did deserve that.
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Confringo.
scared.
Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Cursed fiends. Revelio.
Well, we're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
Confringo! That. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Ow.
Revelio. Confringo.
Man, I feel bad for you.
Confringo.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
No, just spider. Yeah.
Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome...
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Confringo.
I should have been.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
I won't rest. Not quiet enough.
Crucial. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Don't do that again, I beg you. I
Confringo.
One less human to worry about.
We're not finished yet. It's almost Expelliarmus. Confringo. Descendo.
I don't like spider.
Confringo. Crucial. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Descendo. Crucial. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Bomba, klaar.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Confringo! Descendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
We can have a look around in peace.
Confringo! Confringo!
See, boom.
Revelio!
You remember last night 'cause I blacked out. Oh wait. Investigate the cabin.
Revelio!
There's one.
Confringo!
We should clear out the spider webs. They always seem to be in the way. Wasn't expecting that.
The world flattened back to me. Oh, the world floated back to me as if in a written watery maze, watery haze. How long had I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes empty. Empty of sorrow, yes, but also I recall feeling a sense of euphoria. Euphoria as I watched the pain vanish, but then everything started to turn when I fell. I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it's not. It is not the Black Death. At least he is no longer in pain.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece. Revelio!
Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Confringo! Revelio! If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
Well, this is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
We're being
Why would I
racist.
listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable. You'll never believe...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Let's say he's right here.
We were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Huh. I'm eating what's stuck in my teeth.
Might some kind soul help me?
Bitch ass up. Hello, moeder. I'm out of just running there.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Where there? You see what they said to me? What a nerd! You didn't manage all your book out.
Hello there.
Your bitch
Perhaps
ass
you
up.
can help me.
No, I don't think I can. I don't know how those doors work. I don't know how those statues work. That's crazy. Only I do have a portal thing here. It's shown on the map though.
My family has a lot of modern tradition.
All I can say is don't look inside mine.
Wiki.
Hello there.
Come on, bitch.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Ain't no way I can't just jump off the roof. I said, I'll just meet you there. Uh, mm. Think I missed my water.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Okay, I'm gonna go fill my bottle up of water. My water bottle up. Well, what? A water bottle. My bottle at. But this is for my plants. I'll be back. Wow. Wow. Find my water bottle. Purple. Green. Green bottle, purple lid. My water bottle. That. I need this better and spasm. Might have been you. Where? Oh, wrong earphone. We're ready.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Okay, cuz.
I shall see you soon.
We watched the 19 Juice. He's great. See, I like orange juice, but not all orange juice. I gave it the benefit. Yeah.
The door is looking at us.
Finally gonna teach me. I remember a friend made that. Used to make those symbols in school. It'd start off looking like a swastika, but then you'd do all these little symbols and it would make a weird little symbol. And I used to think it was, I used to think it was like, why are you drawing that? And he's like, no, it's just what it looked like.
I'll be quiet.
We need to break its line of sight somehow.
Yeah, that never worked on the doors.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this thing. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Confringo!
What?
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Caporso! Revelio! Descendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Expelliarmus!
I won't rest until you're
Crucible!
Oh yeah!
Fire! Descendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. Descendo. Accio. We're being watched by a door.
Clever. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic.
No. Okay.
They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Someone. Stop! I'm afraid of heights. You are postponing the inevitable.
Descendo!
Expelliarmus.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Mom.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Loblaw empty-headed.
I will make you.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Descendo. Confringo.
You're making this too easy.
Descendo.
Not quite.
Crucible. Expelliarmus.
Almost.
Descendo. Confringo.
That was meant for me.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Much too soon. I missed it.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine
Revelio.
is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Descendo. Accio.
Dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been working hard.
Revelio.
Am I gonna just go down here?
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Some juice, no what I mean.
One less human to worry about. Let's get it. Rather avoid coming back this way.
Expelliarmus.
There you are.
Confringo. Accio.
Let me down!
Accio.
Expelliarmus. All you were born.
Levioso.
You're weak, human.
Descendo.
Spellcasting. Get away!
Expelliarmus.
You're good, but I'm better.
Descendo.
No! This is almost too easy. Ooh, this should. I won't rest until you're dead. Impressed?
Crucio. Descendo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Accio. Descendo. Revelio.
Hello? No, thank you.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Oh, no.
Arresto momentum. Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found. Descendo. Accio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
It goes like, here's here, so it goes boom, boom, boom.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. more of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well,
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the
I'm
next
gonna be
trial
ending-
as soon as I can.
I'm gonna end this stream here. I feel like we're halfway through, surely, or at least we're probably like 70%, I feel like. But we haven't gone up to the top of the map. We haven't gone over here at all. And it goes pretty far. So, that's, I don't know, because we've gone as far as here, so that means we're gonna have some missions soon, probably going out here. And we're gonna go further and further. But yeah, that'll be all for tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye and peace.